Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Welcome you all again in the virtual learning system of Pakistan International School, Taif, Saudi Arabia. Dear students, as you know that this is Pakistan International School, Taif virtual class for class second year student, subject computer science, and today is our 52 lecture. Teacher name Imran Ahmad. Dear students, as you know that in the previous lecture, we were discussing about the chapter number 6, which was function. Let me check the topic where, okay, Zoom. Static, yes, this one is the topic to start. Global variable, yes. Our new topic, scope of variables in functions, 6.1.5. Question in the exercise is present, which is explain scope, explain the scope of different types of variable used in functions. Question number 5, this one is belonging to the exercise, and question is explain the scope of different types of variable used in function. Okay, by the scope of variable, we means that in which part of the same program the variable can be accessed. There are three scope of variable. First one are a local scope, second global scope, and third one is static scope. So we will solve the definition with the help of programming example, and I will tell you what is a local variable scope, what is global, and what is static variable. A is local, and local is also called automatic variable. The normal variable till now, the normal variable till now we were using in our programs were the local variables. Now the definition of local variables defined within a block of a function are called local variable. If I will make any function in my program, then the within the function, if I use any kind of variables within the function, if I defined a variable, so that variable will be called local variable, and their scope is local to the block of the function only. It means that if I will use any other function in my program, let's say we have two function in our program. At the first function we use the different variable, and the second function we will use a different variable. So in the first function, if we use, let's say a is defined in the first function, so I will use only a variable in the first function. I cannot use the a in the other function, because we define a variable within the scope within the first function. Okay, these variables are not accessible from outside the block, and thus their visibility remains only that block. Now try to understand this definition. We will do the simple example. Let's say hash include your stream.h int main. Now watch here. In any program, we were using any kind of variable. So this is the a variable, b variable of type integer, and c is also of type integer. So a having the value 10, b is equal to 20, c, it means that this is a simple program of adding two numbers. Now what is the a, b, and c? So if my programs have the different functions, now in this program we don't use we are using only main function. So these a b are called the local variable declaration. C is also a local variable declaration. Now I declare a b and c only in the main function. So a b and c are called the local variable declaration. So this is the simple program. Output of the following program is 30. In this program, we can use a, b, and c variable only in the main function. So I cannot use a, b, and c in any other user-defined function. Why we cannot use? Because we define or we declare a, b, c in the main function. Now, next is global variable. Variable defined at the top of the program before the main function. Now, before the main function, if I define any kind of variables, then they will be known as global variable. Functions are called the global variable. These variables are accessible by all the function of the same program. Same program, it means that in a program, if we have, in the previous lectures, we also did the examples. So I show you the two functions or three user defined function we have made. So over here, I can define any variable before the main function, then this is called the global variable. These variables are accessible by all the functions of the same program. It means that global variables are accessible by the all of the function in the program. Let's say example. Watch here. In the previous example, we define the ABC within a main function. Now we are doing hash include iostream.h hash include connew.h int addition. It means that this statement shows the prototype. It means that we are going to make addition function in my program. Now int a, b, and c. Int a, b, and c. These are the three variables. Check over here. These are the global variable. Why they are the global variable? Because I didn't define or didn't declare these variable in any other function. Watch here. The definition of addition is empty. Empty means ABC is accessible but not defined inside. So in the main function, we can also use A, B, and C. So defining the variable outside the main function, it means that they will be called the global variable. Now in my program, we are using the addition of the two numbers or three numbers, whatever. So in addition, this is the definition of the addition function. So we are going to define int sum. Now sum is defined inside the addition function, but a, b, c are defined outside the addition function. So sum is equal to a plus b plus c. Sum over here, sum is local variable to the addition function, and a, b, c are the global variable return sum. Okay, int main. Now integer total. Total is the local variable to the main function. It means that only I can use a total variable in my main function. I cannot use in any other function. Means I cannot use in the addition function. A having the value a is the global variable. Watch here, I didn't declare the a in the main function because a is declared outside the end. A is a global variable. A having the value 5, b is equal to 7, and c is 3. Total is equal to addition. When the control will comes to a, keep in mind, if the function definition is above the program or the below the main function, above the main function or below the main function, your program always start from the main function. It doesn't mean that you first write these statements, so your program will start from the here. So when it will be start from the here, total is equal to addition. Now addition is a user defined function. It will search its definition. Now its definition is present over here. Watch here, its definition is present over here. So a plus b plus c having the values. which is 5, 7 and 3. So it will calculate and return sum. Where it will return the sum? At this place. So sum is equal to 15. The result is equal to 15. See out sum of the three global variables are total and this one. Output sum of the, in this example, the variable A, B and C are the defined globally and have therefore been accessed both in main function and addition function. So I can use A, B and C in the main function I use as well as in the addition function I use. Next one is static variable. Static variables are initialized ones in the program and remains in the memory until the end of the program. Until the end of a program. Static variables are local in scope to their module or function in which they are defined. For example, hash includes conio.h, iostream.h, void demo. Now we are going to make the demo function, and the demo function definition is over here. We define automatic with keep in mind we cannot use a fully automatic word. We will use the auto reserve word int variable 1 and variable 1 having the value 0. Now static variable. Static int variable 2 having also, now variable 1, this variable is the automatic variable of type integer and where 2 is the static variable of type integer. Now what is the difference between the automatic and the static variable? Watch here. Automatic and local variable. This is the message will be appeared on the screen, static variable and the variable 2. It means that first value will be for the automatic or the local variable will be 0 as well as second value will also be static variable will be 0. Now over here plus plus var 1 and plus plus variable 2. It means that both having the value now 1 1. Over here 1 variable because 0 plus 1 is equal to 1 and 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. Now main function. In the main function, we will call this statement. How we will call integer I? This is the local variable while I is less than or equal to 3. I having the value. I having the value 0. 0 is less than 3. Condition is true. Control will be transferred to the inside the block. Now this function will be called first time. When it will be called first time, so variable 1. Both will be increase their value. When it will be ended, okay, so 3 times this function will be executed. Why 3 times? Watch here, the output should be look like this. Automatic local variable is 0 because when the local variable will be finished, it will return its value same, and the static variable will continuously increase its value 0 1 and 2. Watch here, automatic or local variable having the values 0 0 and 0 and the static variables having the values 0 1 and 2. So this is the three kinds of local, global and the static variable. Question was explain the scope of different types of variable used in function. So three kinds of variables are used in function: local, global and the static. Next topic. Next topic is this is the static. Yes. Next topic is about the 6.1.6 parameters. Next topic is about parameters. The question in the exercise is like this. Question number 7. What are parameters? Explain their types with example. So the definition of parameters in the function prototype, and the function call the variable and values written in parentheses are called the parameters. We have already done the example in the previous lectures. So parameters in the function prototype and function call the variables and the values written in the parentheses are called the parameters. There are two types of parameters: formal parameters and actual parameter. So first we will define the formal parameter. What are the formal parameters? Formal parameters are those parameters which appears in the function declaration, which appear in the function declaration. So, our header are also in the function prototype. These are also called the arguments. So, formal parameters are also called the arguments. For example, void is the return type and func is the name of the function, and over here keep in mind int x is the variable. Now in the prototype, x is a formal parameter. So in the prototype as well as in the function declaration, void func, and whenever we will define this function func, so int x over here, x is also a formal parameters. So formal parameters are used in the prototype as well as in the function declaration. Now the actual parameters are those parameters which appear in the function calls. I told you function calling statement or function calls, which is there are these are also called the arguments. These are also called the arguments. Watch here. How can we define the function call? Consider the following function call statement. FUNC 6. It means that func 6 is the argument passed to parameter x. So where this 6 value will be assigned in the program, let's say if we are using the same function in my program and same this statement, so this 6 value will be assigned to over here the variable x. So these are called the arguments. So 6 is the arguments passed to the parameter x. Now example of the actual and the formal parameters are, watch here, hash include conio.h, hash include iostream.h, in total underscore bill, integer and integer. It means that we are going to pass the three integer variable. So these are the which actual parameter. Integer main, so int bill is the another variable. Candies is equal to candies is also integer variable having the values 125. Toys also having the value 300, and cups is also of type integer having value 100. Now bill is equal to total underscore bill. This one is the function name. Candies, candies having the values 125, toys having the value 300, and cups having the value 100. So where this values goes, so this will be goes to over here. So int item 1 will receive from the candies, item 2 will receive the values from toys, and item 3 will receive the values from the cups. Now candies, toys, cups are the actual parameter. These are called the actual parameter in the function call statement. Okay, this is the function call statement. And in the calling statement, this is the function calling. So function is calling over here int item 1, item 2, item 3 are the formal parameter. So values of the candies will be assigned to the item 1, toys will be assigned to item 2, and the cups will be assigned to the item 3. Integer total, so we want to find the total. Now I will use the item 1. Although we didn't give the any value in the watch here in our user defined function, but item 1 having the value which is candies values, and it is 125 plus 300 plus 100. So item 2 is value, item 2 having the value 300 and cups having the value 100. So when they will be calculated, the value will be assigned to the total variable and it will return. Where it will be written? it will return the total value where it will be called at this place. So now bill is the sum of that program. So cout, the total bill is rupees, and we will display the bill, get ch and return to the main function. So this message will be appeared on the screen. The total bill is equal to rupees 525. So these are the topic about the function and the actual parameters and the formal parameters. Next topic, same example is given, local and global functions. Next topic is 6.1.7, local and global function. This question is not present in the exercise, but it is present in the topic of 6 because 6.1 is only included, and in the exercise they didn't give any question, but we will discuss over here. What is local function and what are the global function? The term local and global function specifies the scope of a function within a program. So in the program, some functions will be local and some function will be global. Simply, I can say that the built-in function which we will use in our main program are called the local function. For example, clear screen. Mostly we use the clear screen function, get ch function in the main program. So these are called the local function, and the global function, the user-defined function which they developed, are known as the global function. Over here, the definition is the term local and the global function specifies the scope of a function within a program based on the scope of the functions. Functions are categorized into two types, local function and global function. Now we will define the local function and global function. Those functions which are defined inside the body of another functions, which are defined inside the body of another functions are called the local function. Normally, watch here, normally we use the built-in function inside the body of the main function to perform our activities such as declarations or term as local. Consider, watch here, any simple program, and they are using over here absolute function or clear screen function or get ch function. So these are called the local function. And the global functions, a function declared outside any function is called the global function. Outside any function is known as global function. So a global functions can be accessed from any part of the program. Normally user-defined functions are considered as global functions. So local functions, built-in functions can be accessed. Normally they are called the local function, and the user-defined function is known as global function, because usually they are defined before the main function and are thus accessible to every part of the program. Let's example over here. They make a simple function, user defined function print, void print, and see out. This is global function. They write inside the main, they define the they are using the call statement. Watch here. So print is that function, user defined function. They will be called the definition. So they call the printf function two times. For example, watch over here. This is the first time, then cout endl, then the print. Again they were calling. So how many times you can call? They will. So you can call the print many times as you want in your program from the main function. So two times they will call. This is the global function. Output should be look like this. Next is inline function. Using function calls in program, using function calls in programs, a lot of CPU time is wasted in passing control from one calling function main functions to the called function and returning control back to the calling programs. This limitation can be overcome by use of the inline function. So with the help of inline function, we can save our time between the calling the function and between the receiving to the main function. Inline functions return type is preceded by the inline reserved word. So reserved word will be used for the inline function. Watch over here the example inline function declaration. How can we declare? I will use n. You can make any user defined function inline just to write the inline before the type. Watch here in the general form inline, then type, then the name of the function and the arguments of the function, and inside the body there is other statement. Calling an inline function is simple and is just like the call to other functions. In the calls, the inline keyword is not needed to be included. So in the calling, when you will be called, there is no need to call that one. Now we will explain the little bit programming example. The same program is used with the help of watch here include iostream.h hash include connew.h inline int minute. Min is the function int a and int b. Return a is greater than b, so conditional operator is used question mark b or a. When the condition becomes true, it means that if this condition becomes true, then this value will be assigned return. If this condition becomes false, then a will be returned. Where it will be returned? So watch here, before the user defined functions, we use simple word inline. Cout integer main cout minimum out of 13. So this message was declared minimum. Over here they will be called minute 13 or minimum value 13 and 32. So first value is 13 and second value is 32. So 13 will be displayed on the screen, and second time when you will be called. So again, how many times you want to call, it will be called this function again and again. I hope you understand, inshallah. Next, your topic is complete. 6.1 is complete over here. Passing arguments is skipped by the federal board due to this scenario. Inshallah, from tomorrow we will start the next important chapter, which belongs to the chapter number 8, classes and objects. Till take care of yourself. Pray for me, pray for all Muslim. Allah Hafiz.